welcome to another video. I'm sorry I'm not doing a design or 300 drawing prompt thing. This week has been really busy, so I decided, okay, I'm just gonna do some promo art for my comic and record the entire process for this very specific artwork. So yeah, this week has been very busy. I've been doing a lot of prep work, and I'm still trying to catch up with, video games and fun stuff. Drawing is fun to me too, but it's partially my job, so I feel like just doing art, non-art related things every now and then is a nice way to wind down. But yeah, I hope all of you had a nice week. And yeah, so here you can see the sketch for two children whose grown-up version we are gonna see in the comic. Basically, they're childhood friends, and we're gonna be exploring their friendship and relationship in my webcomic. But yeah, so the sketch itself, as you can see, I kind of start out really messy, trying to figure out what I'm even going for, what I even want to do, and yeah, oops, sorry, I just bumped my mic. Shouldn't be doing that. So yeah, I usually have like 2 or 3 sketch layers. One that's just the very rough composition, and one that kind of fleshes out the body proportions a bit more, and then one where I actually go in and refine the artwork enough so you can see who the characters are, what they look like, etc. It is a workflow that has always worked for me, and I personally find it very successful. So yeah, I am cutting the video down a bit because otherwise it's gonna be way longer and I don't really have that much to talk about. So yeah, for next week I do plan to do a 300 drawing prompt thing, or maybe a design thing, maybe both. But I don't know, I can't promise which one it's gonna be because my birthday is on the 5th, and yeah, I do plan to do some things relating to that. Maybe gonna be 22 years old. Boy oh boy. But yes, so I'll see how much time I have and what I'm gonna be drawing / recording. I don't know, I can't make any promises, I'm sorry. But yes, so as you can tell, we jumped a bit ahead to the line art. So yeah, I always want to make sure that some of my line arting process is in there, because I think it's an important thing to see that even though it looks easy when you watch a Speedpaint, I do erase and redo a lot of lines. It's not just, a perfect line from the beginning. Even though I am trying to work on that in the sense of I don't want to be redrawing and deleting a line 50 times in a row. I want to be more confident with my strokes so I don't have to do that. So yeah, I don't know, I just think it's helpful to see. I did try my best to make their expressions look very indicative of their personalities. So on the left we got Lily, who is kinda when she was younger she would be a bit more shy, a bit more holding back her emotions, that sort of stuff, whereas Ilea would just be wearing her heart on her sleeve, and you could just, from looking at her, you could see what she's feeling, you would know what she's thinking, you would kind of be able to read her like an open book sort of deal. So I hope I could somewhat convey this. So yeah, one thing that helps a lot with digital art, you want to make your background a grayish mid-tone, so when you do the coloring, it's A, easier on your eyes, and B, it helps you it helps you with your midtones. So when you later do the trick where you basically make a layer above, make it all black and set it to color, which then only shows you the values of the drawing, you can see if there's a good contrast going on, stuff like that. So yeah. So I'm just kind of eyeballing their colors right now. I will fix those later on, but yes. It's always best to just first eyeball them, then get your reference and fix stuff, because sometimes these off colors actually do help make the picture look more alive and make it fit with the background or the general mood of the drawing. So yeah, one thing Clip Studio has that I do like is this sub-view window to which you can open certain files, so you can just color pick and have references open. So that's incredibly useful, and I use it quite a lot actually. Yeah, what else? There's not really much else to say. My life is kinda boring, so I struggle a lot with the background. I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. I didn't know what kind of perspective would work for it, so I'm just kind of messing around. I'm also very inexperienced when it comes to drawing water and rivers, so I'm kind of figuring that out as I go along, you know, learning by doing, sort of dealio. So yeah, this is gonna use the coloring style I will be using for the comic, same with the line art. So the line art will be kinda uniform, but still have line width. And the thing I'm mostly gonna be shading is the skin, and the rest will just get a kinda gradient, as you can see. So yeah, I think it'll make the page pop while still looking very clean and not too detailed, and it definitely helps with keeping the workload to a minimum. Since I do plan this to be like a 200-page thing, I don't want to get burned out early on. So yeah. Same with the eyes actually. I'm trying to make them the most detailed part of a page so that their expressions are full of life and don't look dead, whereas the rest of the artwork is gonna be simple. Sorry, I'm not good at explaining. I'm just trying to somehow explain the steps I take when I create an artwork, and I hope that my rambling is okay. So yeah, I'm just putting in some highlights in the hair to make that look a bit more shiny, so it doesn't look quite as flat. And so I'm gonna be working on the background. I do want to put more effort into backgrounds to have them be a bit more detailed if the situation allows for it. So in this illustration, for example, I would actually be shading the rock to make it look like actual dirt or rock, and as you'll see, I'm going into the water and making it look more organic, more detailed, adding some like lines and to indicate that it's flowing, and I do hope it looks okay. It's not my best work, but it works for this kind of illustration. So now I'm just kinda doing whatever in the background. I don't know, I just thought it would look cool to be some kinda weird, it's not seaweed, like the stuff that you can find at lakes that look like corn dogs. Yeah, those things. It's similar like that, but with like a fantasy-esque twist to it. So yeah, we're almost at the end of this incredibly long video. I do hope that you enjoyed this illustration. If you have any feedback, let me know and I will address it. I do read all my comments, and if you wanna see more, make sure to subscribe, maybe leave a like, share it or whatever. I don't care if you share it or not. I don't know, I'm gonna see you all next Saturday. So yeah, bye!